through a couple things. You said that that we bring on young women with no education to debate on things they know nothing about.
Yeah, like OnlyFans girls and stuff.
Yeah, well, so let me.
Very small percentage.
So let me.
OnlyFans girls.
Hold on. So.
Andrew Wilson explodes on deranged feminist and shreds her delusional rant live. She blames his tone for corrupting young minds and calls social media a danger to society. But Andrew isn't having it. He flips the script, dismantles her argument piece by piece, and leaves her spiraling in her own nonsense. You don't want to miss this meltdown.
I'd like to address the multiple false claims here. When you say young woman, give me an age.
Like early 20s.
Okay.
I'm 37, so I would call that like young.
So what do you think is like the appropriate age where you're allowed to have like a conversation with somebody?
Oh, you can have a conversation any age. I'm just saying if you mostly get people who are not educated and like get their views off of TikTok, then you're not going to get a realistic.
Hang on. I just want to point something out.
Yeah.
How old are you?
23.
And what's your education level?
Bachelor's.
Anything else?
No, I'm talking about social media influence.
I don't know. I don't get it. No, wait. I really don't get it.
Blake.
23 years old.
Blake.
You're
bachelor's
41.
degree. I have no bachelor's degree.
I mean, education in real world.
I don't have any bachelor's degree.
I'm not talking about like going to college. I'm talking about just real world experience.
Yeah. So
That's what
these
I'm
people
talking
can
about.
vote.
Yeah, maybe I
They
don't
can
agree
vote.
at all. I think we should raise that. I think we should raise the age of
what?
alcohol.
Okay.
25.
So look, I'll just address the multiple false claims.
Yeah.
You said that we bring on young.
Their opinions.
Okay. You said that we bring on young women with no education. I'll just explore the young woman part. So we keep statistics on our guests. The average age of the guests on our show are 26.
Cool. That's good. I just mean education on.
We're not just bringing in
What's
like.
the oldest?
Oh,
guest
older
you've
than
had?
me. We've had on women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Are you talking
I was
about
just
mean or like
Consistently.
or average?
Usually there's panels with, most panels are pretty
Medium?
mixed, where you have an older and younger demographic. So
I was just curious
even
about
right
that.
now we do. So I'm
just
closer in
mean-
age to
I
you
don't
two
want y'all to
than I am
take
to
what I
them,
say
right?
and use it like I mean. What I do mean is that people in the younger generation are influenced by social media and they don't really have that much real life experience. And that makes it an issue that with fake media, it goes on both sides. I mean, fake news, it goes on both sides and people don't really know what's actually going on.
So
in the
wait,
world.
what you're saying is that young people.
This chick is actually kind of funny because I get what she's trying to say. And honestly, she's not totally wrong. Yes, there are people who live in echo chambers. Yes, some folks only hear one side of the argument and never challenge their views. What this girl really seems to believe is that disagreement equals manipulation. She thinks if you challenge her narrative, you're somehow dangerous. But here's the truth. People are waking up. They're tired of being told they're too young to think for themselves. They're tired of being boxed into one-sided echo chambers, and they're done being guilt-tripped just for asking questions.
Tie in to social media in order to inform their worldview, and we're on social media assisting and informing their worldview. Why would this be a problem?
I mean, all of it's delusional. Like I said, both sides, Democrat and Republican, it's become a huge issue. But young people are more susceptible
Democrats
to
are not delusional, and Republicans are not delusional.
There are delusion in a lot of it because of fake news and all of that.
And there's creators who hold delusions and things like this, right? You have opposition ideologies, which people do come to through reasoned discourse in their own in-group. And they're not always unreasonable ideologies.
I'm not saying
true.
that.
It is true that
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying people are
hang
heavily influenced.
Hang on. They do need to be combated, from my view, right? And from her view. Like, let's take Kinsey, for instance. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to combat ideologies which she considers to be counterproductive to the society she wants to see. Same thing with me. Trying to combat ideologies which are counterproductive to the society that I want to see. If the venue that we do this in is social media, you're saying that that's where young people go, right?
Yeah.
Why in the world is that not exactly where we would be in order to produce the ideology we want to see for the world?
Because it's always left or right. When you view one side, you only view that side and you don't view the other side. And then
If only there was a show that had conservative Christians and Marxist feminists debating.
Listen, I'm not.
Where could we find a show like that?
I'm not finished.
All right, go ahead,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
finished.
All
See, like I completely lost what I was saying because you interrupted me. So
She's on a show where multiple ideologies go head to head. Conservatives, Marxists, feminists, you name it. It's a debate stage. And the beauty of it, the audience gets to hear both sides, weigh the arguments, and hopefully walk away choosing the better ideology based on logic, not groupthink. And Andrew's response was hilarious. If only there was a show where conservatives and Marxist feminists debated. Like, hello, you're sitting on it right now. That moment was gold. He just let her walk face first into her own contradiction. So here's the real question. Is Andrew right to take the fight to social media and push back against these delusional narratives? Or do you think these platforms should stay safe spaces where people only hear what they already believe? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you like this takedown, smash that like button and subscribe for more just like it.